Hey everyone, this is Justin and the City, and today we're going to look at LEGO Idea Set 21302, The Big Bang Theory. This is a really nice set. The scene that this sets out is absolutely gorgeous. It includes so many authentic details from the show. We've got 2 whiteboards, 1 telescope, we've got the bookshelves at the back, we've got the sofa, the rug, we've got the desk, we've got the DNA structure, and the minifigs have so much detail in. They really do look great. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. I think LEGO has tried hard to give this set a real premium feel to it, and this shows right from when you hold the box. It's got that lovely premium feel that the LEGO architecture sets have, and you can actually open this without damaging the box because it has a flip lid, rather than having the pieces that you have to push through to break the seal. The box itself is very nice, and on the front you get a display of what the set looks like when it's all built together. And at first glance you might not notice a lot of the detail that's in here, but you can see on the back there's a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. You can see there's some ornaments on top of the bookshelf, and then you can see all the books in the bookshelf as well. There's also a wireless in there, a couple of trophies, and there's also a desk lamp, which is actually a really nice surprise when I built that. A couple of milk cartons. There's a rug, there's even a pet dog included in this set. Taking a look at the back of the box, we get 3 pictures from different angles within the scene. You get 7 minifigures included in this set, and they have a lot of detail. These are really nice minifigures. Going left to right, we've got Bernadette, we've got Howard with a rocket, and if you look at the middle picture you can actually see that rocket on top of the bookshelf. We've got Penny, we've got Leonard who's holding a trophy, and again you can see that on the first picture on top of the bookshelf. We've got Sheldon in his signature jumper or sweater, Amy, she's holding a newspaper, and we've got Raj with a pet dog, and I think his hairpiece is really good. The instruction booklet for this has a real premium quality feel to it as well. On the front you get a picture of the completed set, the same as on the box, but if you have a flick through it, as well as getting instructions on how to construct the set going along, you also get some information about the characters, a bit of background about the program, and on the back page you also get some information about the 2 designers that came up with this set, and you also get some info about the LEGO Idea series itself. You do get a lot of spare pieces with this set. I actually got all of these here. All of these are left over as spares. And that shows you just how much detail goes into building a set like this. There's lots of small, detailed, intricate pieces. We've got some felt markers there, we've got some kitchen pieces, some lights, some taps, some Technic bricks. We've got a spare trophy in the middle there. We've got a lot of yellow plates. And a nice surprise in this set was they included a brick separator as well. First up is Bernadette and Howard, the happy couple. I don't really like what Bernadette is wearing as a top, but her trousers are nice and detailed, and I actually really like what Howard is wearing. I think his red top is really cool. I like that he's got a little belt, and I think his hairpiece is really nice as well. If we turn them around, there's not really much going on at the back, except if I take the hairpieces off, you can actually see the alternate faces that each of the minifigs have. All 7 of the minifigs have an alternate face. One side of the face will be the happy face, and the other side is going to be some kind of negative expression. Next up we've got Leonard and Amy. Leonard is super smart with his high IQ of 173, and he got his PhD at the age of 24. And Amy, of course, is the slightly awkward one who has a relationship agreement with Sheldon. I think that LEGO captured the awkwardness of this character quite well, but again, I prefer Leonard. I just think his overall outfit is much cooler. It just looks better as a minifig, and I like the detailing with the glasses, and I like his hairpiece. I think all the guys in this set have really good hairpieces. For some reason with the girls, the hairpieces look a bit too thick or a bit too long. They just don't really suit the minifigs. Again, on the back there's not all that much going on. There's a little bit of a hoodie there for Leonard, and Amy's got a bit of a print on the back of her top as well. But if I take the hairpieces off so we can have a look, we can see that Leonard has quite an unhappy face there, and Amy's is okay, but I'm not quite sure that this face captures her awkwardness quite as well as it shows in the program itself. And here we've got the gorgeous Penny. She's a streetwise neighbour who lives across the hall from Sheldon, and we've also got Harry Potter fan Raj. Again, I think the hairpiece looks so much better on the guy's minifig. I actually think this is a really good hairpiece. I might put this on some other minifigures. The hairpiece for Penny just looks so plastic. No wonder she's got quite a unhappy expression on her face. But I think that what Penny is wearing actually looks pretty good. Unfortunately, with this face, it looks like she's got a bit of a black eye, but I can assure you she hasn't. Once again, at the back, absolutely nothing exciting going on, and if I take those off, we can see the alternate faces that you get for each of these. As you can see, Penny is doing her quite shocked face, and Raj looks a bit forlorn. He looks a bit kind of like he's just sighing. He's had enough. He's like, ah. And last up, we've got Sheldon and we've got the dog. I'm not sure who the dog belongs to actually. I think it's Raj, but I thought it was kind of cool, so I put it up last with Sheldon, because Sheldon's my favourite character. He's a really smart guy, and it says here, originally from East Texas and a child prodigy, he started college at the age of 11 and received his first doctorate at the age of just 16. Today, he's a top theoretical physicist at Caltech. I really like this minifig of Sheldon. I think his outfit is really good. Obviously his hairpiece, again, yeah, I'm going to say it's good. This set has the best hairpieces for the minifigures that I've seen on LEGO in quite a while. And he's wearing his signature top, which is true to the show. Again, on the back there's not much going on at all. There's maybe a little bit of print in there, and unfortunately I don't think his hairpiece looks good from the back as compared to some of the other minifigs in this set. And obviously that little dog looks cute from any angle, so I turned him around as well. Let's just have a look at the second face for Sheldon, and I think that suits him quite well. I think that kind of pursing of the lips, I think it's a good expression. I think it represents Sheldon pretty much true to the show. So now we've had a good look at the minifigures, let's take a look at the scene itself. So this is a living room, which would be familiar to any fans of the show. This is where the main activity in the show happens, and there's lots of authentic details in here. It really is quite impressive. But let's get the back of the building out of the way, and let's have a look at that first. So this is the back of the building, and I actually like it a lot. I think it's very plain, but it's also very clean, and that's not always something you see on LEGO sets. Quite often the back of buildings will have different colours as a side effect of constructing some of the internal elements, but in this case it's very clean, it's all the same colour, and it's nicely polished off, and it's got the classic build to it as well. So if you want to know how to build a strong wall to represent one of your own scenes, I'd say this is a pretty good way to do it. Also remember that this is not an outside wall, this is an interior wall of the hallway, and this is the door which marks the entrance to the flat, and you can open it there and get a nice view into the flat. The detail in this set is really impressive. I really enjoyed building this, and even just opening the door like that frames a photo really well, because you get that nice lamp bang in the middle of the door frame. The other wall to this set, which is perpendicular to the longer one that we just looked at, I think this is an outdoor wall. I'm not entirely sure if there's a terrace or something in the film, but this looks really nice as well. I like the brickwork that they put on there. I think it does look good, but if you know these brick pieces, you'll know that the other side of the brick piece has a slightly more brickwork-like design on it, and in this case they face internally, so you get that nice American apartment look. So you get that nice texture on the internal side of the scene, which is obviously the one that you're going to look at the most, so I guess it makes sense to put it there. And again, we've got a nice view through that window. You can position a minifig in there. I've got Sheldon working away on the computer. It just shows how much detail has gone into this set, and there's so much playability. You could set these up as little role plays, or you could even take some photos and get some really cool shots. So this is the front of the building, and through this doorway we've got a nice framed shot of Sheldon working at his station, and you can see the lamp there on the desk as well. That's actually quite a simple build, but looks really nice. In the background, if I change the focus just a little bit, you can see the DNA structure, which again is an interesting build, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. Going back to the foreground again, we've got some kind of intercom and some kind of light piece. So let's take a quick look at the DNA structure, which I've pulled out into the front of this scene. It's pretty interesting how this is made. It's just a white pole in the middle which is fixed onto a round piece, but then either side we've got these blue and red tap pieces, and these are kind of stacked up alternately and then twisted round slightly, and that kind of forms the, I guess, an abstract of the helix shape of a DNA model. Here's the desk lamp piece that fits on Sheldon's desk. It's quite a simple build, it's just a cone with a gun piece and then a clip and a light stud on it, but just looking at it you can see straight away that this looks exactly like a desk lamp. This is one of the things in this set that really made me go wow as I was building it. Let's take a closer look at the back wall there. The bookshelf is really nice. I really like how they've done this. The only thing I find a little bit strange is if you look at the books that are lined up here, they almost look like they're floating because there's a little bit of a gap underneath them. But I'm not really sure how they could work around that because it's actually the studs that are under there. I guess they could have put maybe a flat plate on there. I'm sure they made the right decision. It was just a little weird that I noticed that when I was building it. I like the ornaments going across the top of the bookshelf. I'm not entirely sure what all of them are. I'm pretty sure that this rocket belongs to Howard. I'm not sure who the trophies are. Or even what this is here actually, but it looks very nice. I'm sure it's authentic to the show as well. And I really like the printed piece at the back of the Golden Gate Bridge. You'll be pleased to know there's only 2 prints that are included in this set. One of those goes on the back of the door here, and the other one, to be honest, I'm not sure what the other one is. I still haven't figured it out yet. But the other one is situated right here. So if you know what that is, maybe you could let me know in the comments below. I guess it's maybe, I don't know, a radiator or some kind of grill, or I don't know. If we take a look at the set from this angle, you can see in the foreground that you get a telescope piece. Now this is really nice as well, so let's just take a quick look at that. So it's quite a simple build, but it is nicely done. The only thing I don't like is the use of this black stud at the bottom. That's just to raise that cone plate up slightly so that it can fit on the studs below. There's a lot of familiar parts in there, but there's also a lot of playability. You can have a lot of fun with your minifigures playing with this, doing some roleplay, or perhaps again taking some photos, because you can make some really nice shots with the accessories that come in this set. The main focal point in the living room is the sofa and the armchair and the table, and in the scene that comes with this set we've got a couple of takeaway cartons on the table. You also get some little knives and forks and cutlery and plates and things. Those are a lot of the yellow pieces that we saw in the spare parts earlier. The scene is that everybody's hanging out, having a takeout, just having fun, and generally having a good time. I really like the rug. I'm not sure if that's particularly authentic to the TV show, but the rug on the floor is a really nice design. One thing that I did make a mistake with here is on the sofa at the back, if you look at the left armrest, I've actually used a tile piece which is the wrong colour. I'm not actually sure if Lego left out the correct coloured piece because I can't find it anywhere. I thought it might be in one of the bookshelves, but I can't find it, so I've just used that one for now, and I guess I'll have to order one from Lego at some point. Now this is not all, because you also get a couple more accessories which I'll quickly go over now. One of them is this armchair, which again is nicely done. If you look at the base, they're just 4 cone pieces, and then on the sides we've got some bricks on the side building, studs not on top I believe it's called. Just to make the armrest on the side, but I think this is a really nice chair. One thing I don't like though about this set, and this is probably my biggest gripe, they give you 2 accessories. One of them is this chair, the other one is another whiteboard, but they don't fit inside the set, and I just think that they could have made the set a little bit wider to accommodate those 2 pieces, rather than having the set the size that it is and then having these extra pieces which you can play with. I mean, there's a lot of playability there. It's just that if you're going to use this for a display set, what are you supposed to do with the extra pieces, you know? So I'm not too happy about that, but I think the rest of this set is fantastic. So let's go ahead and take a look at the whiteboard. Here's the extra whiteboard that you get with this set. You do actually get 2. The other one is in the background. If I change the focus slightly, maybe you can see it. It's just behind the DNA model. But this whiteboard here is the second one that you get. And what I really like about this is that 1, it's a printed piece, so you don't have to put any annoying stickers on there. But 2, they also give you a set of marker pens. So let's just put that on there. And this marker pen is actually fantastic. The tip of it is actually a little rubber piece, which is a really nice touch. And you actually get 4 of these in different colours. So that I thought was pretty good. I was really impressed when I saw that. I think it's pretty obvious that I really like this set. Normally I prefer the creator series, the creator buildings, the modular houses and so on, because I like the detail that's involved in those. But this set, Although it is quite small, it is smaller than I expected it to be, but there is so much detail in it. There are so many authentic pieces that are relevant to the show, and the 7 minifigures are really good. I think this is a really good value set, and you don't actually have to be a fan of the show to like it. And I think that's what I like most about it. It's really good in that there's a lot of playability if you're a fan of the show, but there's also the display factor of this set. It really is absolutely beautiful. I like the bookshelf at the back. I like that there's so many minifigures to play around with. You can position them however you like. I've got mine with Sheldon at the front there, and I've got them all eating their takeaway at the back. But yeah, I like this. It's really good. So that's it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you'd like to, leave a comment below. Thanks a lot. Bye.